I click on this note. I did to talk about this theory. It's okay, just admit that I made this theory, and I don't mind if you all discuss or improve on it. I might have to. It's not yet fully can, but I think it could hold, at least as a theory. So, roll the intro. Alright guys, so this is gonna be a bit of a different video. Someone made a Hazbin would tell Hellva boys theory. Now, what am I going after? Well, remember back in episode 4 with the kids getting kicked out of heaven? Okay, so we saw it happen. Could I just say one thing? Technically, a piano guy caused Delilah's death. Well, I also would so. You expect someone not to pull trigger the gun as they're getting hit in the face with a gun? You expect that, people? Now, this is important to look at. Look that they are responsible of the death of a human, correct?
Sorry, Cletus, but I'm afraid your actions resulted in the death of a human. I'm afraid you can't re-enter heaven. Yeah, no.
Yeah, thank you, dearie. So, how are they... Here's a critical issue. Technically, the piano man did kill him. Did cause the actual blow by saving himself, and Boyce caused it by throwing his gun. But how far does this really go? How far does this weird you kill a human rule go? See, this is where things get a little arbitrary and kind of weird. Since we don't have enough info, I'm sorry, but I'm looking at what I got up into episode 5 of Hellva Boss. So I'm looking at what I got, alright? So, let's rewind back into that cab scene. They can't see anyone else but the cabs and that one guy trying to give money. Yeah, I think the crowd from episode 5 at the Harvest Moon Festival had more people. Now, I don't know, there's not much an explanation of heaven's hierarchy systems, but with so minimal signs of life, there are no cars, no billboards, no people walking around. Well, we've seen plenty of billboards and cars in MC. So this is kind of implying that there is a lot less people, which does make sense. However, I have a question. Is that no kill rule the reason? See, how far does it go might explain everything. Cause let's think about it for 5 seconds. You had a child. Oh, your kid just died in the childbirth. Oh, well, we're going to help because you did technically cause that death. You caused that death. There's no other way around it. You either were pregnant or impregnated to have that child happen. Meaning, it's your fault to them. Welcome to hell with the Hotel people. But, and I know it's kind of specific, but let's take another example. You pay your electric bill. Someone dies in the coal mines for the coal power plant. Well, there you go. Or where someone died during maintenance of a power plant. You are still technically well, because you paid for that to happen. Also, Tom Tranks. Let's think about it real quick. There is a rule in the legitimate Bible that says that the law of the land overrides God's law. That is a legitimate rule. I had to say it's heavily implied that Tom Trank was in World War I. I mean, was a gas mask. Go figure. So, yeah, so the law of the land rule that overrides God's law is used in every aspect, you know. If murder was illegal in the land, it will also be considered fair game by God. But, think about it. Tom Trank might have been at war, and, well, he killed someone in war. And is in hell. You know what this is implying? That every soldier ever went to war possibly is now down in hell. What a way to do it. But then it gets weird when the actual from the Bible does include one thing. It does extend to warfare. If you were called by the land to fight for it, you will not be basically judged on that. Basically, unless you were a leader of it and commit a lot of atrocities that no sensible person would agree with, then yeah, you did nothing wrong. If you were, some random soldier that just happened. It's very dark and confusing, but I had to point this out. So yeah, we get kinda arbitrary and weird, but there's no other way that I could explain this. And what's more hilarious and what proves it is look at Hazbin Hotel's start scene and look at Hellva episode 4 start. You see the difference between how many people are in hell after a freaking purge almost. And then you see heaven like, there's no one here. Where the hell is everybody? So it's very confusing, and I know this is a terrible making of the theory. But one thing is, this no-kill rule might be overused in some places that couldn't really be blamed. And what should I say? That everyone that paid their taxes during World War II directly caused those deaths? I mean, it's implying that, so this is what's so confusing and very, very complicated, because I don't even have much proof to work with, but I have enough to at least say it, that it is plausible. And I'm so surprised Deep Cut or Charles didn't catch this. I'm the guy that catch this. A guy that yelled at fan comics. What the hell? But even this is why I'm trying to say it now before anyone else says it, so that I do have somewhat of a claim to it. But anyways, this is interesting of a thought, because let's think about it for one moment. How many actions do you make that might have killed someone? Now I think about it, because almost everywhere you could die. And I think about it, you're paying your bills could cause someone's death these days. So, I just say, for the record, Matt Pat was wrong. Only little children and babies will likely get to heaven. Everyone else will see on hell. So I don't know how to conclude this video, so I get with this. Hazbin is overusing the no-kill rule, and it's just complicated and crazy. So, I'll see you guys later.